China, 20% of the world's population and the fourth largest country by landmass. It is no wonder China's energy choices have a large impact on the environment. For many Westerners, this makes China synonymous with overpopulation, big production, and factories churning out pollution. While many of these stereotypes are rooted in the truth, you may be surprised to hear that China now invests more in renewable energy than any other country.
Due to China's coal dependence, many injustices occur both within China's borders and internationally. Global environmental justice occurs when people receive a disproportionate number of environmental goods or bads. What are the environmental and human impacts of coal and renewable energy sources in China? In what ways do these energy sources affect global environmental justice? This video will explore the implications of China's energy choices and investigate why the transition away from coal is not an easy one.
Traditionally, China has been the largest producer and consumer of coal in the world. This is largely due to the government's relaxed energy policies. China produces nearly 4 times as much coal as the second largest producer, the United States, and accounts for about 75% of new coal mines built globally every year. This coal production can be linked to the treadmill of production as well as globalization, since China is the biggest exporter of goods in the world. As more countries are importing goods from China, the need for energy increases as well. This connects China's economy with other countries' economies, representing the dependency world systems theory.
Burning coal releases particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxide, which has severe health impacts on anyone who works or lives nearby. 20 of the world's 30 most polluted cities are in China. Poor air quality has been linked to lung disease, asthma, and cancer. These severely decrease the quality of life and can lead to early death in cities. Greenhouse gases are the biggest contributors to climate change. Climate change unevenly impacts people nationally and worldwide, mostly affecting already marginalized groups. By being a large contributor of greenhouse gases, China indirectly contributes to people losing their homes and crops due to natural disasters and rising sea levels.
The transition to cleaner energy alternatives is urgent. Clean energy describes any energy sources that have low emission rates and include solar, wind, and hydroelectric power.
Ecological modernization plays an important role in China's energy transformation. While China's GDP continues to grow, technology is seen as the way to fix the pollution problem. So, more money is invested in clean technology rather than in adjusting the world's consumerist ideology. In the past 5 years, the prices of solar energy has dropped 80% and wind energy has dropped 50%, making it a more viable solution for China's environmental cleanup.
It has been predicted that if all of China's wind farms were fully developed, they could fulfill China's power needs for the next 20 years. To stimulate domestic wind turbine production, the Chinese government issues tax rebates for state-owned wind turbine manufacturers. 1 out of every 3 turbines in the world is now in China, and the government is adding them at a rate of more than 1 per hour.
These wind farms create many political, societal, and economic problems, however. As the Chinese government plans to grow China's wind power capacity to 100 gigawatts by 2020, state-owned work units are popping up in desolate areas. Most wind farm production takes place in areas with low population, such as Inner Mongolia, where the farms are easily neglected. Due to political pressure, China is more focused on developing as many wind farms as possible, disregarding actually utilizing the energy produced. So, the government sometimes does not build energy transmission lines to carry electricity to rural areas, leaving turbines unconnected to the power grid for months and even years at a time. Dams require harmful mining for construction materials. They lead to ecosystem disruption and forced relocations. There are many other problems associated with China's dams. They oftentimes are built with illegal approval processes and dangerous or shoddy construction. This can lead to mass destruction and death, such as when the Banqiao Dam broke due to poor construction methods and extreme weather. It caused an estimated 172,000 deaths.
The Three Gorges Dam, located along the Yangtze River, is the largest hydroelectric dam in the world, and its construction caused many environmental and social justice issues. The massive dam was built over a 17-year time frame and was fully functional by 2008. It inundated a 632-kilometer stretch of land, flooded 19 cities, 632 towns, and permanently displaced 2 million people. Towns located along free-flowing rivers are now attempting to fight the Chinese government in court to avoid a new dam construction.
The Chinese people who are negatively affected by dams make claims of inadequate environmental impact assessments, poor compensation plans for displaced people, and corruption by local officials who stand to benefit from dam construction. No resolutions have been reached and no victims of dam construction have ever been compensated. The consequences of hydroelectric power are unevenly placed on those who happen to live near rivers, while those living elsewhere only reap benefits. This can be classified as distributional injustice.
Are the dams worth the renewable energy they create? Are the lives, homes, and ecosystems destroyed worth the hydroelectric power created? Can this really be considered clean energy?
China is currently producing more solar panels in one day than what used to take 4 years. By 2015, the country's solar energy production was already 400 times what it was producing in 2005. Currently, China is building Linhua, the world's largest solar power plant. This power plant produces enough energy to power about 1 million homes and will cut coal usage by 4.26 million tons.
Solar energy is a valuable resource that provides clean energy while minimizing worker risk. Compared to coal mining, solar energy is much safer and provides emission-free energy. However, solar panels require many rare and toxic materials to build. Falling under an ecological modernization mindset, solar energy is a cleaner energy source that allows consumption to remain the same while reducing emissions.
Currently, energy consumption is very polarized throughout China. Cities consume the most energy, while those in more rural areas, specifically the northeast of China, are faced with low access and expensive energy costs. With more renewable energy being implemented across China, it is hopeful that the estimated 3 million in northeast China will be able to access more affordable and clean energy.
China's coal production and pollution levels are alarming, but there is still hope. With China leading the world in renewable energy investment, transitioning to more sustainable energy production is becoming more economically viable.
China's energy transformation brings hope that the world can become less dependent on coal and invest in clean energy sources for the future. As long as these sources are built and maintained more responsibly, we have the ability to protect the environment as well as sustainably fulfill our energy needs for years to come.